These are the layouts I always use most times. I think you guys can now see my Word Word document. And the first one is standard planning layout. Standard planning layout, this is like a basic layout. This is the one you find with Primavera P6. And whoever is not muted, please mute yourself. So the reason why we come up with these layouts, because we want to know if, let's say, when you're doing planning, which layouts do you use? When you're doing project progress and monitoring, that is project tracking, what things do I need to have in my layout? Resource management or project controls and value management. We are going to look at all of that. What do you need in each of those layouts? Then we are also going to look for the standard or planning or basic layout. These are the recommended columns. Remember columns, these are the ones which are like this. I will show you. Let us first discuss, then I go and we do it practically. So recommended columns, we have activity ID, we have activity name, we have original duration, start, finish, float, predecessors, and successors. If you want, you can add predecessors and successors, but most times we don't add. Then if you have grouped by WBS, and you decided to sort these activity IDs, because activity IDs are the ones which actually communicates, and then you also display the Gantt chart and the relationship. This is what must be in your basic layout. Actually, what you have been working in is a basic layout. I know after this session, we are going to do a lot of things and we'll start practicing, and some of our work is going to get lost. It's not that it has gotten lost, but you're going to change the settings. So please pay attention. Then we also have critical path layout. Critical path layout, this one shows the critical activities. The activities you don't need to delay, even for a single day. It must have an activity, the same things, and must have total float. The remaining duration must be also added, the column for remaining duration and critical. So when you add the column for critical, it shows if the activity is critical or if it's non-critical. Just on the what? In the columns. Then you have progress update layout. We have activity IDs and activity name. That one is a must. Then baseline start. When did you schedule your project to start? Then start. Then baseline finish. When did you schedule the project to finish and when it has finished? Then percentage complete, remaining duration, actual start, actual finish, and total float. So you must have all these. Actually, here the purpose is to compare the planned, what we planned, and the actual, what is being done on site. I think we are together, members. I think this is the one which is going to be a bit lengthy because we need to understand this. You're going to start doing reporting to your managers, and you need to know this. So we are also going to look at baseline versus or vis-a-vis current schedule layout. These are the columns you need. First of all, these ones are automatic. You need baseline start, current start variance. All of these, I'm going to show you where you get them from. Baseline finish, baseline, all of these. Then we also have resource loading layout. Resource loading layout must also have the following, must have the activity ID, activity name, then the resource. If let's say you want to display or to show your project manager how resources are moving, this is the one you use. Resource, the budgeted units, what you budgeted to use and what you have used as the actual. Then what is remaining, the budgeted cost and budgeted, and actual cost. Now this is resource loading layout. Cost loading layout, it's also the same. This one is, or most times is used as at earned value management. So where you look at the budgeted cost, actual cost, the remaining cost, cost at completion. At completion cost, you can say at completion cost or cost at completion, then planned value, earned value, and actual cost. So these are the things you need to put. I'm going to share this document so that when you're practicing, when you reach there, you also add those things. So when you're looking at look ahead schedule layout, you must have project start, finish, remaining duration, total fraud, responsible person. You can see every layout has different features, constraints, and then status. And activities occurring within next 3 weeks must also be selected. This is the filter you put. Then procurement layout. This is the one. Engineering deliverable layout. These are the ones. Management dashboard layout. This is specifically for the management. If they want, let's say, to see things very fast. For the management or executives, you keep the layout simple and you combine the milestones, critical activities, S-curves, and schedule variance because that's what they are interested in to make the decisions. Then milestone layout, you also do like this. Then weekly progress layout, that is I think the last one. And you also add all of these. But here you group by WBS and focus on critical, delayed, current week, and next week activities. We are going to do this. So these are the recommended layouts, the core ones, the ones you must not miss. Baseline development layout, critical path layout, progress updating, then look ahead, cost and resource layouts. Once you know these layouts, then you're okay. Now, let's switch to Primavera P6. Today we are going to be more practical. Now, the layout is going to show us what we have on the dashboard. And we do this by adding the columns. Let me open my Primavera P6. Actually, I think it is still where we left it yesterday. So, yeah. So this is our Primavera P6. And we are now going to add the dashboards. Now, I'm going to add the first dashboard, which is standard planning layout. Because we are working on layout, I'm going to work on 2 layouts. I save them and then show you how to use them. Then after that, actually, this is not our project. After that, I'm going now to go to the next. Let me first open our project so that everything can be done within our project. Let me hope you guys are also practicing and things are moving on. The good thing, I'm getting some people who are inquiring, inquiries are coming, and I appreciate that. Oh, the Excel sheet for the activities is the same Excel sheet I started sharing from session 2. I don't know, I think I forgot to share it again, but that is the same Excel sheet. When you go down, there are different sheets. There is for engineering, for procurement, and construction. I know I have to update it and share with you, and I'll update, then share with you again. But for now, you can be using that. Thank you, Derek. Now, how do you add? You just come to columns. You just come here. We have this one, columns. Just want here. We have this one, represent columns. Or if you don't want to use this, you can just come to view Okay, Sumaya, I'm going to repeat that. I'm going to repeat that at the end of this session. So from there, you go to view. When you click on view, you just expand it and it has filters, columns, what, everything is here. You select columns. When you select columns, remember, you already know what you need for your layout. Now I have the activity ID, I have the activity name, activity ID, I have activity name. Let's say now I need original duration, I have. Then I also need start and finish, I have. Now I have total float. I'm missing predecessor and successor. So what I do, I just come, oh, just one moment. Now I'm using different tools to train, so sometimes I first come, this percentage complete type is not in our layout. So I'm missing only predecessor and successors. So predecessors and successors are found in activities. Must be in activities. Steps. Wow. We first see float. General. Yeah. General must have predecessors. Oh, does not have. So you just look for where you expect what you're looking for to be, and then you look for it. Project codes. I'm looking for predecessors and successors. Yeah, they are here in lists. So I click on predecessor. I also click on successor, and I bring them this side and arrange them. I arrange them. They are coming at last. Predecessor first, then successor last. And then now this is the layout I want. After I say apply and say okay. Someone is asking a question. I think you can use Ctrl F. Yes, you can use Control F to find, but before you use Control F, for example, here, let me show you something. If you want to use Control F, you must open an area, let's say this option, and let's say this option, it has very many. Now, if you use Control F to find, you must first open this option, and then it will only pick what is here. But if they are all still like this and you want to use Control F, it will not give you anything. Thank you so much. Then now this is our layout. This is what we actually wanted to have in simple terms. Now, I want to explain predecessors and successors again. I love predecessors and successors. Now, this predecessors and successors will not give you activities, will just give you the codes. And this code, this activity, first activity, has no predecessor. That's why on the area of predecessor, it has 0. And now the successor is the next activity. And our next activity is this, 1010. This is as a successor for this activity. Now, the predecessor for now 1010 is this one, started, which means that it is now this. It comes here. And now the successor for this is the next activity, which is 1020, and is here. So that's how they keep moving. This one does not have a predecessor right now. But if I link this and this, if we do cross-linking, this one will have a successor, as long as it is linked to something. or some activity. So this is the first layout. Now this layout, yes, you have come up with one, but you need to save it, because the project manager will come and say, can I see the layout which has this, and this, or can I see your basic layout or standard layout? Now, first of all, you're going to come and save your layouts. Saving layouts, you come to view, layout. Then there is save as. You don't just save. When you just save, you have saved everything like here. Save as. Now we want this one to be a layout so that when a person asks us, you just come and get that layout. So we are going to call it a standard planning layout. You call it standard. You type planning layout. Now you say save. Now I have saved it as standard planning layout. Let us now get another second layout, because I want us to see where the problem is. Like how do we use these layouts? Now, another layout, I come back to columns and I modify this. I want to get some layout which is a bit let me get for progress update. I will share this. So for progress update, we need activity IDs, we need activity name, and I will share this document and you'll be referring to it. For now, I know you can't see, but I will share it. But for those who want to first see, I know you want to first see, I can also share here and say, this is what we need. In here, I'm going to use this. So we are going to put all these in our layout. We are going to do all these ones here. And we come up with the layout and we also save it. Now I come back to my Primavera P6. You can see right now it is a bit challenging, but it's easy. Now I'm going, after the activity name, I'm going to add baseline start. I need baseline start is under baseline. No, it's under dates. Baseline start, BL start. It's supposed to be BL start. BL2 start, BL1 start. Let me use BL1 start. And then I press Ctrl, select BL2 start. I mean BL1 finish is up here. I deselect these ones and I bring them here. I will arrange them later. Then now I need to get start and finish. I come and look for start and finish. Project start and project finish. I think is in general. Why? Okay. Just 1 minute. Sometimes, you know, they also disturb to get them. Start and finish. Start is here and finish must be in F is also here. At first, you just first add without sorting them out. Now I need to look for percentage complete. Percentage complete, it has its own option folder. Sometimes I call them folders. Percentage complete. We found it around here. Where is P percentage complete? Is it percentage complete? Let me go. Yeah, percentage complete. Percentage complete. I can take, let's say, percentage complete type. Let me take that for now. And then we also need remaining duration. Remaining duration. That one is under durations, I think. And we look for R, which is here. We also need actual start and actual finish. Yeah, actual start and actual finish. Those are the dates, I think. Actual finish and actual start. If you want to move two things or more than two things at the same time, you press on the first one, then press Ctrl, press on the next, and then use these arrows. Then we are also in need of total float as our last thing. Total float is under floats. Yeah. Don't worry. You also be understanding these things. It's under floats, and floats are under, floats must be under the durations, I think. Floats, where? Yeah, must be under the duration. Total float, where is T? Okay, let me use baseline total float for now. You see, and the value doesn't have, no. Okay, let me use baseline total float just to avoid time wastage. Total float is here now. Now we just arrange all of them the way how they are supposed to be. And the first one is supposed to be activity ID, activity name, baseline start. Where is my baseline start? B. Baseline start. Did I add baseline start query? Yeah, it's here. And it must be after the activity. This activity name must be up. Then baseline start is there. Then we have the start and then baseline finish. Baseline finish, and we have finish. Then we have percentage complete is here. We have remaining duration is there. We have actual start and we have actual finish. Then we have total float. Total float, we decided to use this. Oh no, supposed to be here. So these other, we must have original duration. No, it's not in our template. So the rest you take them back. Take them back. You take them back. Back. Total float, there is something that will baseline float, we also take it back. Now, this is now what we need to have in our template. And you say apply. After applying, you say okay. After saying okay, you come to view, layout, save as. Now, remember we had saved the standard layout. So here we say progress updating layout. Progress updating layout. This one we are just taking a lot of time because I want us to understand it very well, and we save. Now, this is our progress. First, make it fit on the whole Primavera P6. This is how it's going to look like. And in case there is something you want to change, you can change because the arrangement doesn't matter. You can see we have the total float, we have the start finish and this. So we have named it as progress updating layout. So it's here. The title comes in here. Now, let's say you're working in this layout. You're working in this layout and your project manager has come and wants to see, let's say, the standard layout. What you do, you just come to view, layout, you say open layout, you say, would you like to save the changes? You say yes. Now, when you say open layout, all these are the layouts we have made. All these are the layouts we have made. But the layouts we purposely came up with, these ones come with Primavera P6. Ours are here. I had made for critical path method in Primavera P6, and I also have these two. So if, let's say, you want to see for the standard, you click on standard and say apply. Now everything has changed. I no longer have the other layout. Now this is for standard layout. You can see here. If you want for the other one, you come back, open layout. Yes, because whenever you open a new layout, changes come in. So that's why they always ask for a change in layout or to save the changes. So you go to project update layout and say, this is the one, and it will automatically give you this. So this is our layout. This is our layout. So that's how we do layouts.